Yeah, all good, buddy. No problem. No problem at all. Relax and enjoy. These streams I tend to do single player are more for just relaxing after, like, say, the multiplayer sessions. So enjoy yourself. Right, so tonight we're going to be doing, I think we're going to be doing the last few of Toni Cipriani missions. So I think there's a couple left of him, and then we're going to be doing Salvatore's main missions. I think there's two parts to Salvatore's main missions, which then eventually then opens you up to the second island. So we then actually get over to the second island. Because in GTA 3 you've got 3 islands.
We're at war. The Triads have a fish factory as a front. Most of their business goes down at the fish market in Chinatown. The laundry still owes us protection. They reckon the Triads are protecting them now, so I say we exact a fitting punishment. Take those boys over and whack the Triad warlords. Hell, if you get a chance, pop some of their soldiers, too.
Mission is that you brought coffee. Right, yeah, so this one is just basically killing a load of Triads. There's quite a unique thing about this particular mission that we've not had yet, is you actually get 2 Mafia bodyguards with you that spawn in, so they always come in handy. So I think this section at the moment actually is sort of like partly in riot mode. So when we get down to the areas, there'll be like mini gang wars going on. If you look on the mini-maps where the green dots are, all the Triads in blue at the moment are currently having gang wars, basically, and we've just got to thin them out. Now, a good way of clearing these guys out is you don't even need to get out of the car. You can like perform a drive-by on them quite quickly, if you're quick enough. So they do drop, obviously, ammunition. It's worth picking their ammo up. If the guys die, they're 2 teammates, it doesn't matter, because they're, like I say, they're just all like extras, just to give you that extra bit of help. This kind of reminds me of the San Andreas gang warfare missions. It's sort of got that same thing. I think this is sort of like the OG version of gang missions. So my guys at the moment are taking a bit of a hammer. Hey Dan, good to see you, man. Welcome to the second stream of tonight. I'm hoping some of these guys are going to get in before I end up dying. Come on, get in, get in, get in, get in. Get in, man. Are they going to get in or just hovering about? Right, I'm just going to leave them to it because they're not even attempting. But this is what I'm saying. I don't know if you guys remember on San Andreas, near the end of the game, you could have like gang warfare. This is the same sort of thing, really. You have to be careful here because my health is quite low. I'm just going to hop over to the hospital quickly, get some health because we've gone down a bit on health wise. I will have to keep the the music off, guys, the radio off, because obviously we're streaming on YouTube now, so we don't want any copyright. So it will be quiet radio wise. So just, yeah, enjoy the stream, guys. Like I say, we're going to be doing probably about 4 missions on here, I think, tonight. We've got 2 Toni ones to do and 2 Salvatore ones, and then that should then take us to the second part of the game, where we'll continue next time. Now this next part of the mission, there's a particular part over here. The only way you can get in, you have to access these Triad vans. So this van I'm in at the moment, the only way you're going to be able to enter their base, because it's called the Fish Factory. So this area down here, I don't know if you guys can see, that is sort of like one of the headquarters for the Triads. And the only way you can get in there is by using one of their gang vehicles, which is this vehicle here. So you need to obviously find one of these to get in. And then obviously when you get in, you can then continue. So the gate will automatically open up, and they won't actually attack you while we're in this van, because obviously they haven't a clue who we are. There is also a secret package in here as well, so if you are wanting to collect all the packages, there is one located here. I mean, I'm not doing any packages in this playthrough because it's not 100%, but previously I have done 100%. Try and run him down, I think. That's pretty much it for that mission. There is another mission where you do have to come back to this area eventually, so you will use the same routine of using this van to get in. But yeah, this was literally just a case of clearing pretty much all the Triads out in this area. So the next mission we'll be doing, I think, is Toni's last mission, I think. I might have to just double check. If you guys do want to ask any questions about the game, feel free to. Anything that you want to know about the game or the missions we're doing, just feel free to ask. Just put them in chat.
Okay, I've had enough of this shit. We're gonna finish the Triads and Liberty once and for all. 8 Ball's rigged a dust cart with a bomb. It's on a timer, so if you mess up, there'll be no evidence. Go and pick up the dust cart. Careful. 8 Ball says it's real sensitive, and the slightest bump could set that thing off. Their fish factory will open its gates for a dust cart, so you can drive right in. Park up between the gas canisters and get the hell out of there. I want it to rain mackerel. We're talking real biblical here, nothing low budget.
Right, so this mission now, what I was just explaining in the last mission, this particular mission is now used for going back into that area that we were just in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this van that we did have, because we've got to head over to 8 Ball's bomb factory. So we're going to take the van over to the bomb factory, fit this van with a bomb, and then obviously I'll explain more when we get to the other end. Even better, we don't even need to worry about this van. We've got by the looks of it, a rubbish truck that we can use. So we may even get away with this one as well. So what have we got to do? So we've got to take, basically we've got to take this rubbish truck back to the area as quick as we can, because we are timed. So we've got, what, just over 2 minutes to get there, and there is a damage meter as well, so you've got to be careful with the damage meter, because this truck is actually armed with a bomb. And one thing you'll find on this game is the AI cars are extremely frustrating. They drive terribly recklessly on this game. So if they do hit into your truck like they've already done, you can see it's already brought a bit of the damage up. One thing as well when you're driving through Chinatown is the Triads are very aggressive now, so they do tend to just randomly start firing. Just give me 2 seconds, BK, I'll answer that question in a minute, because we've got a timer. I just need to make sure we get to this location in time, and I'll let you know. I think I've got to drop this. Got to drop this lorry off before the timer counts down. Right, so I've now armed it. Now we just need to get the hell out of here. What did you say? What's the damage bar for? What's the damage bar for? You might have. Okay, so the damage bar is purely the lorry we were just in was carrying a bomb. So if the damage bar fills up, then obviously we go bang. And obviously we have a time limit at the same time. So basically the whole mission was literally go get the dust truck, take that to this factory, and then blow it up. So as I was saying, this particular area here is used by the Triads, and this is sort of like a fish factory, and this is one of their main bases. So what your task to do is obviously take it out, because it heavily impacts the Triads when you take it out. But once you've taken it out, you've also got the cool destruction of the building. So this building will permanently stay like this now for the rest of the game, which is a cool little thing. This is one thing I do like in games, when you get progressive things happening. So like, for example, buildings blown up and it stays like that. Yeah, it sucks. I mean, there's certain things that happen in like the campaign on GTA 5, because I am going to eventually do a Let's Play of GTA 5 single player. But yeah, building wise, I don't think there's any buildings that blow up. Right, let's do the last couple of Salvatore missions, and then we'll call it quits for tonight. So the last 2 missions of the Salvatore ones for this island, because obviously this is sort of coming to the end of this first island now. They can be quite difficult, so I may fail, depending on how lucky I am. I may fail the mission a couple of times. It all depends. We might do it first time, we might not. But I do have a couple of tips that I can think of doing for this particular mission. when we get there. The first part of the mission, it's sort of like split in two, so you do need to make sure you've got quite a bit of money for the first part of the mission, because you have to obviously hand it over to a certain character. I won't obviously spoil it until we get there, but I'll explain that when we do.
Leave us alone for a minute. The Colombian cartel is making spank somewhere in Liberty, but we don't know where. And they seem to know everything we're doing before we do. We got us a rat. There's a guy named Curly Bob, works the bar at Luigi's. He's been throwing more money around than he's earning. He ain't pimping or pushing, so he must be talking. He usually gets a taxi home after work, so follow him. And if he's ratting us out, kill him.
Right, so that's the Salvatore guy. He's basically the leader of the mafia family, who's heavily influenced in this game. So this mission he's wanting us to do is we've got to whack a character from one of the clubs. So it's sort of like half the time we're going to be tailing somebody in a car, and then we'll eventually be whacking one of the characters. So, this mission here, I'm just going to pause it quickly just to explain. This mission here, there's a taxi parked outside Luigi's club. Now, if you're playing the definitive edition, which is this version, whether it's on PlayStation or Xbox, if you take the taxi outside of the club and pick the guy up that we're supposed to be killing, I think you do get a trophy for it. Because basically you'll get full control of him. Instead of following the taxi to the location, we can actually take the taxi there and then and use that to our advantage. So I'm going to be doing that to show you guys. Top tier NPC, yeah, that's the thing. Well, you know, like on GTA 5 where you'll be driving and all of a sudden the AIs just drive into you. Well, where do you think it comes from? It's this game. These older games is where it came from. Right, I've left that a bit too late, so as I was talking, Curly Bob has now got in the taxi, so I was going to nick the taxi. As you guys have just seen, he's got in it and drove off, so we'll have to do the generic default way of doing the mission. But what I was trying to explain is that taxi with the blue arrow, what you can do is hijack it before he gets in, and then you can then take control of where he goes. But obviously at the moment we're going to have to purely just follow him. Just got to make sure we don't lose him. GTA 5 never used to be bad with people. Yeah, it's the latest sort of updates over the past few years. It just got worse and worse. It's like Rockstar just like wanted to annoy the fans. There's no need to put it in the game, to be fair. Right, apparently I spooked him, even though I wasn't even close to him. But anyway, I'm going to try and do it the routine that I was telling you about. Like, try and take the taxi, because that way we can then take advantage of it. Not too sure how he saw us then, because we weren't actually close to him. But, yeah, what I'll do is I'll quickly get over there quickly, and we'll see if we can get the taxi before he gets in. Because that way it'll make our job a bit easier. But like I say, because the AI is extremely hyperactive and you just can't tell half the time what they're doing, you can end up failing missions just like that, purely out of like AI stupidity. Right, I'm going to try and get this taxi before Curly Bob comes out this time, because then we can hopefully take control of him. And it's glitched by being locked. Okay, right, so we can't do that. Sometimes when you're coming along there, that taxi will be open, so you can literally just pull him out. But this particular playthrough, it seems to be locked, so we're going to have to follow him, which is a bit of a pain. Something's telling me this mission's bugging out, because that's twice now it's failed us the mission when we're not even close to them. So I do apologise for this, guys, but I think the game's glitching on this mission, because we weren't even close to him again that second time. Yet apparently we've spooked him. That's weird. We were right down the end of the road, yet apparently he was spooked. Not quite sure why it's done that. Right, third time's the charm. Making me look like a noob here. Seems to be the more times you play the games, the more times you fail. This mission is just a generic tail mission. So all it is you follow the taxi, go down to the area which I think is at the docks, and then you continue the mission there. But for some reason he's seeing me every time, so I'm just going to go literally right down the end of this road, play it as safe as possible. The only problem is I've got these triads attacking me as well, which is a bit of a pain. Right, so we just need to keep an eye out on the mini-map for when that pink dot starts moving, and then we can start following them. Right, he's now left the club, so we now should be able to start following them. Is he actually in the taxi yet? Yeah, right, they're heading off in the taxi. So we're going to have to just literally just stay as far back as we can. For some reason why this game keeps failing us on supposedly being too close. See the spook meter, you can see the spook meter in the top right corner. Now that spook meter will start to fill when you're getting close to him. But the past two times it's failed and that spook meter's not even filled. So I'm not quite sure what was going on there. You can still see it's completely empty. The spook meter's just not got anything in it. So hopefully we'll be able to do it this time. So by the looks of it, he's turning down into the docks. Not quite sure where he goes down. I think he meets up with somebody, if I remember rightly.
Here comes our little friend, Mr. Big Mouth himself.
Were you followed? You know what goes on here is our little secret, amigo.
No, I wasn't followed. You got my stuff?
Here's your spank, squealer. Now talk.
Okay, so the Leones are fighting wars on two fronts. They're in a turf war with the Triads, with no sign of either side giving up. Meanwhile, Joey Leone has stirred up some bad blood with the Forellis. Every day they're losing men and influence in the city. Salvatore's becoming dangerous and paranoid. He expects everybody and everything.
And with loyalty like yours, what has he possibly got to worry about?
Right, so as you can see, those guys that were just in that cutscene, the female being one of the main guys in this one, you do need to be aware that she is one of the main characters in this game, which we'll pick up later on. Right, so one thing I do need to be aware of is the guy we're going to whack, he does have a shotgun. So I don't really want to get too close to him in the car. So if we pick him from range, we should be good to go. But he does have a shotgun, so we've got to be careful here. There we go. Yeah, because if you get too close, I think the shotguns on this game are like 2 shots and you're dead. And shotguns can knock you off your feet as well, so they're very deadly. Right, so that is pretty much Salvatore's main bit done. What I'm going to do now then, guys, is I'm going to head back to the safe room, save up and call it quits for tonight, because we're coming up to the 30-minute mark on YouTube now. I don't like to make the episodes too long, because obviously we stagger them per episode, because this isn't like a normal stream where we're doing like hours or 2 hours. I like to keep these episodes between 20 to 30 minutes long, because obviously I add them as like a playlist on GTA. So I'm just going to head back to the safe house, save up, and then we'll call it quits for now. So like I said, we've finished off the Toni missions. We've opened up the Salvatore Leone strand now. I think we've got maybe 2 or 3 of them ones to do, and then that then opens up the second island as well, so we can then start progressing through the game again. Right then, guys, we're all saved up now. I'm going to end the stream here, so we will catch up again tomorrow. Like I say, check out the schedule on Twitch if you do want to know what we're going to be doing this week. Like I say, I'll be updating it every week, changing it around, like different things we're going to be doing. But yeah, we'll be streaming again at 9 o'clock tomorrow. I think it is Fall Guys tomorrow we've got planned. Just double check if you want on Twitch. But yeah, you're welcome to join us on Fall Guys. If not, join us on the stream anyway. But yeah, thank you very much for today. We appreciate all the followers on Twitch, YouTube and TikTok. It's definitely getting a lot better now. We're getting more and more fans coming in, which is good to see. I hope you've enjoyed the GTA 3 stream. Like I say, it was about half an hour long or so. But yeah, anyway, you guys take good care, and we shall catch up with you tomorrow. See you later, guys.